Bismillah. In this video, I am going to solve Edexcel IGCSE Mathematics A November 2021 paper 1H. Number 1 A. Simplify e power 8 divide e power 2. When we divide, subtract the power. So 8 minus 2, 6. So e power 6. Expand and simplify x minus 3 times x plus 1. X times x equal x squared. X times 1 x. Negative 3 times x negative 3x. Negative 3 times positive 1 negative 3. Combine the like terms. So x squared 1x and negative 3x. So negative 2x minus 3. Number 2. Here is a right angle triangle. Calculate the value of h. Correct to 3 significant figures using Pythagoras theorem. So h equal square root 52 squared minus 30 squared equals 42.523 significant figures. Number 3. There are 54 fish in a tank. Some of the fish are white and the rest of the fish are red. Jivan takes at random a fish from the tank. The probability that he takes a white fish is 4/9. Work out the number of white fish originally in the tank. Number of white fish equals the probability of white times the total, which is 54, equals 24. Jivan puts the fish he took out back into the tank. He puts some more white fish into the tank. Jivan takes at random a fish from the tank. The probability that he takes a white fish now is 1/2. Work out the number of white fish Jivan put in the tank. So originally we have 54, 24 white, and 30 red. Now he add number of white fish and the probability of white becomes 1/2. So we can consider that he add x white fish. So now the number of white 24 plus x and red the same 30, and the total now 54 plus x. Probability of white equals number of white, which is 24 plus x, over 54 plus x equals 1/2. Now cross multiply to solve for x. So 2 times 24 plus x equals 54 plus x. Now expand 2 times 24 and 2 times x. So 48 plus 2x equals 54 plus x. Now transpose x to the other side and 48 to the other side. So x equals 54 minus 48 equals 6. So he adds 6 white fish. Number 4. The diagram shows the front of a wooden door with a semicircular glass window. Jolly wants to apply 2 coats of wood varnish to the front of the door, shown shaded in the diagram. 250 milliliters of wood varnish covers 4 meters square of the wood. Work out how many milliliters of wood varnish Jolly will need. Give your answer correct to the nearest milliliter. So we need to find the area of the shaded. Area of the shaded equal area of rectangle minus area of semicircle. So area of the shaded equals 2 times 0.75, this area of rectangle, minus area of semicircle, which is half by r square, r 0.5 to find the radius, 0.5 divided by 2, so 0.25. So half by times 0.25 squared equals 1.4018 to 4 decimal places. meter square. Now to find the number of milliliters needed for 1 quart, you can use the cross multiply method. 250 milliliters enough for 4 meters square. So how many milliliters enough for 1.4018 cross multiply? So 1.4018 times 250 divide 4 equals 87.6125. Now for 2 quarts, multiply this number by 2. So 87.6125 times 2 equals 175.225. To nearest milliliters, 175. Number 5, Yasmin has some identical rectangular tiles. Each tile is L centimeter by width centimeter. Using 9 of her tiles, Yasmin makes a rectangle ABCD, shown in the diagram below. The area of ABCD is 1620 centimeter square. Work out the value of L and the value of W. So this L and this W. We have 2 unknown, so we need 2 equations to solve them. First, from the rectangle, this W and this W, 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 W. So this side is 5W. The opposite side, because this the same like that one, so this L and this L and this L, so 4L. So the opposite side 4L. The opposite sides in the rectangle are equal, so you can deduce that 4L equals 5W. And you can deduce, if you divide by 4, so that L equals 5 over 4W. So this is the first equation. Now the second equation, the area, base times height, equals 1620. So the height, this L and this W, so the height L plus W. Now to find the area, multiply the base times the height. So multiply 5W times length plus W. This is the area, equals 1620. Now simplify. So 5WL plus 5W squared equal 1620. Now we know that L is 5 over 4W. Substitute. So 5W times L, which is 5 over 4W plus 5W squared equal 1620. So 5 times 5, 25. So 25 over 4W squared plus 5W squared equals 1620. Now combine the like terms. 25 over 4 and 5 equals 11.25. W squared equals 1620. Now divide by 11.25. So W squared equals 144. Take square root, so W equals 12. Now substitute to find L. So L equals 5 over 4 times 12 equals 15. So L equals 15. Number 6. Alison buys 5 apples and 3 pears of a total cost $1.96. Greg buys 3 apples and 2 pears for a total cost $1.22. Michael buys 10 apples and 10 pears. Work out how much Michael pays for his 10 apples and 10 pears. To find the cost of each apple and each pear, from Allison, you can deduce that 5 apples, so you can write 5A, and 3 pears, so 3B equals 1.96. And for Greg buys 3 apples and 2 pears, so 3A plus 2B equals 1.22. Now solve them simultaneously to find the cost of each apple and the cost of each pear. If we need to eliminate, you can eliminate A or eliminate B. If we need to eliminate B, we have 3 and 2, so multiply this equation by 2 and multiply the second equation by 3 to equate the coefficient of A. Now multiply the first equation by 2, the second equation by 3. So 5 times 2, 10, so 10A. 3 times 2 equals 6B. 1.96 times 2 equals 3.92. Now multiply the second equation by 3. 3A times 3 equals 9A. And 2 multiplied 3 equals 6B. 1.22 multiplied 3 equals 3.66. Now subtract. 10A minus 9A equal A or 1A. And 6B with 6B cancelled out. 3.92 minus 3.66 equal 0.26. Now you can substitute in the first equation. So 5 times 0.26 plus 3B equals 1.96. So 1.3 plus 3B equals 1.96. Now 3B equals 0.66 divide by 3. So B equals 0.22. Now for Michael, 10 apples, so 10 times 0.26 plus 10 pears, so 10 times 0.22, so equals 2.6 plus 2.2 equals 4.8. Number 7, write 3.6 times 10 power 3 as a product of power of its prime factors. Show you're working clearly. 3.6 times 10 power 3, you can write as ordinary number. Decimal point moves the decimal point 3 places to the right. So 1 place and 2 zeros, so 3600. Now you can factorize 3600. So divide by 2, 1800. Divide by 2, 900. Divide by 2, 450. Divide by 2, 225. Divide by 3, 75. Divide by 3, 25. Divide by 5. 5 divided by 5, 1. So 2 power 4 times 3 power 2 times 5 power 2. Number 8. In 2018, the population of Sydney was 5.48 million. This was 22% of the total population of Australia. Work out the total population of Australia in 2018. Give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. Now you can use cross multiply method to solve. 22% represent 5.48 million. So 100% represent what? So cross multiply 100 times 5.48 divided by 22 equals 24.923 significant figure. 24.9 million. You can use different way to solve. you can say that 22% of Australia is 5.48, so 22 over 100 times the population of Australia is 5.48. So to find the population of Australia, just divide 5.48 by 22 over 100. You get the same answer. Number 9i, solve the inequalities. 2x minus 3 more than or equal negative 7 less than 5. So first, you can transpose negative 3 to the other side by positive or add 3 for all sides. Now you have 2x at the middle more than or equal negative 4 less than 8. Now divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. So x more than or equal negative 2 less than 4. On the number line represents the solution set to part I. So from negative 2 till 4, closed circle at negative 2 because negative 2 included, open circle at 4 because 4 not included, and join between them. So all the numbers between negative 2 and 4 included negative 2. Number 10, a solid aluminium cylinder has radius 10 cm and height h. The mass of the cylinder is 5.4 kg. The density of aluminium is 0.0027 kg per centimeter cube. Calculate the value of h. Give your answer correct to one decimal place. From the mass and the density, we can find the volume, because density equal mass over volume. So you can deduce that volume equal mass over density. So volume equals 5.4 divide 0.0027 equals 2000 centimeter cube. Now the volume of the cylinder equals by r square times height. So by 10 squared times h equals 2000. So to find the height, 2000 over by into 10 square equals 6.4 centimeter to one decimal place. Number 11, the table gives information about the times taken by 90 runners to complete a 10-kilometer race. Complete the cumulative frequency table. To find the cumulative frequency, start from the first value, then add 12 plus 24, 36, 36 plus 28, 64, 64 plus 12, 76, 76 plus 10, 86, 86 plus 4, 90. Now you can complete the table. So 36, 64, 76, 86, and 90. On the grid below, draw a cumulative frequency graph for your table. This is the table. To draw cumulative frequency graph, the upper value and the cumulative frequency. So 35 and 12. 35 and 12, this is 35 and 12. So this is the first point. 45 and 36. 45 and 36. This 45 and 36. 55 and 64. 55 and 64. 55, 64. 65 and 76. 65 and 76. 65 and 76. 75 and 86. 75 and 86. and the last one 85 and 90, then 85 and 90, 85 and 90, now join them with the origin. So smooth curve. This is our curve. Any runner who completed the race in a time t minutes, such that t more than 42 and less than or equal 52 minutes, was awarded a silver medal. Use your graph to find an estimate for the number of runners who were awarded silver medal. So we need to find the number between 42 and 52. From 42, this 42, draw a line. The corresponding number to 42 is 26. So 26. The same from 52. This 52. This 50. So this 52. Draw a line, vertical line till you reach the curve, then find the corresponding value. So the number which is corresponding to 52, the halfway between 50 and 60, so 55. So this 55. Now subtract. So 55 minus 26, 29. Number 12. The diagram shows a vertical cliff with a vertical radio mast on top of the cliff and a buoy in the sea. The height of the cliff is 100 meters. The buoy is at a point B that is d meters from the base of the cliff. The angle of elevation from B to the top of the cliff is 20. Calculate the value of D. We have right angle triangle. We have the opposite and we need to find the adjacent. So 10. So 10, 20 equals opposite, which is 100, over adjacent, which is D. So D equals 100 over 10, 20 equals 275 meter to 3 significant figures. The point A at the top of the radio mast is vertically above the top of the cliff. The angle of elevation from B to A is 25. Calculate the height of the radio mast. Give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. So we need to find this height. This is the height of the radio mast. We have the angle of elevation from B to A is 25. So this angle is 25. And we have D 275. So now from the right angle triangle we can find this distance. We can call this distance x. So to find x, 10, 25 equals x over 275. So x equal 275, 10, 25 equals 128.2 to one significant figure. Now to find h, subtract 128.2 minus 100. So h, the height for the radio mass, equal 128.2 minus 100 equals 28.2 to 3 significant figures. Number 13, here's a triangle XYZ. the length xz and the angles yxz and xyz are each given correct to two significant figures. Calculate the upper bound for the length yz. Give your answer correct to one decimal place. We can use sine rule to find yz. Yz over sine 130 equals 16 over sine 25. So yz over sine 130 equals 16 over sine 25. Then cross multiply, so yz equals 16 sine 130 divide sine 25. But I need yz, the upper bound for yz. So if I need yz upper, so 16 should be upper, and for sine 130 I need its upper, for sine 25 I need lower. So for 16 you can find this 16 correct to two significant figure, and the last digit from 16 is the units. This means correct to nearest unit. So 1 divided by 2, 0.5, so add 0.5. So for 16, this means 16.5. For sine 130 to two significant figure, the second digit at the 10th digit, so this means to the nearest 10. So 10 divided by 2, 5. So for 130, if you add 5, you get 135. If you subtract, you get 125. So this is the upper and this is the lower for 130. But which one of them give you the maximum for sine 130? If you use your calculator, you get that sine 125 is greater than sine 135. So in this case, sine 125 is the maximum and sine 135 is the minimum. So the upper bound for sine 130 is sine 125. So sine 125. For sine 25, to two significant figure, the second digit is at the unit. So 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. So you can add 0.5 or subtract 0.5. So this is the upper and lower for 25. But for sine 25, which one of them give you upper and lower? Use your calculator and find sine 25.5 and sine 24.5. You will find that the lower is sine 24.5. So sine 24.5. Now you can find the answer with your calculator. Equals 32.6 to one decimal place. Number 14. A, B, C, D, E, F and G, H, I, J, K, L are regular hexagons, each with center O. J, H, I, J, K, L is an enlargement of A, B, C, D, E, F with center O and the scale factor 2. OA is A. OB is B. Write the following vectors in terms of A and B. Before you solve any question, if this is A in the regular hexagon, this means this is A, because same magnitude, same direction, so this is A. So label all the vectors which is A. And also CB is A. And by the same way, if OB equal B, so if A equals B, and DC equals B. Now because the outer hexagon is enlargement by scale factor 2 for the inner one, So you can deduce that if this is A, this is 2A. And also this is 2A. And if this B, this is 2B. And this is also 2B. This will help you to solve in a proper way. So now vector AB equal AO plus OB. So negative A plus B. So negative A plus B. Now vector KI, this KI. So from K to reach I, you can do that through J. So K, J, then JI, K, J plus JI, K, J is double AB. AB, we found AB before, so twice AB. So 2 into negative A plus B. And JI is 2B. So 2B. So you can simplify. So this will be negative 2A plus 2B plus 2B. So negative 2A plus 4B. Now LD, we can travel from L to D through O. So LO plus OD, LO plus OD. So LO plus OD. LO is double AB. LO is double, twice AB. So LO equals 2 into negative A plus B. For OD is the same like AO, which is negative A. So OD negative A. So plus negative A. Now simplify. So negative 2A plus 2B minus A. So equals negative 3A plus 2B. Now triangle OAB has an area of 5 centimeters square. Calculate the area of the shaded region. If the area for this triangle 5, we can find the area of the inner hexagon equals 5 multiplied by 6 equal 30 centimeters square, because the regular hexagon contains 6 equilateral triangles. Now because the outer hexagon is enlargement for the inner one by scale factor 2, so they are similar, and the ratio between this side and that one is 1 to 2. So because they are similar, area 1 over area 2 equals side 1 squared over side 2 squared. So if we stand for area 1 for the inner one, so 30 over area 2 equals 1 square to 2 square, then cross multiply to find the area for the external one. So 30 times 2 squared over 1 squared equals 120. So the area of the outer is 120 and the inner 30. So to find the area of the shaded, subtract 120 minus 30 equals 90 centimeters square. 15. Magnus and Gary play 2 games of chess against each other. The probability of Magnus beats Gary in any game is 2 over 9. The probability that any game between Magnus and Gary is drawn is 4 over 9. The result of any game is independent of the result of any other game. Complete the probability tree diagram. To find the missing, the sum of all should be 1. So 2 over 9 plus 4 over 9, 6 over 9. So 3 over 9. So this number is 3 over 9 because sum of all equals 1. By the same way, because independent, so same probabilities. So 2 over 9, 4 over 9, and 3 over 9. Same, 2 over 9, 4 over 9, 3 over 9, 4 over 9, 3 over 9. Okay. For each game of chess, the winner gets 2 points and the loser gets 0 points. When the game is drawn, each player gets 1 point. Work out the probability that after 2 games, Magnus and Gary have the same number of points. They have the same number of points if the first game drawn and the second game drawn. So 4 over 9 times 4 over 9. This is the first case. 4 over 9 times 4 over 9. Or this means plus. If Magnus wins the first and Gary wins the second, means Magnus wins the first game, which is 2 over 9, and doesn't win the second game, so 3 over 9. So 2 over 9 times 3 over 9. Or Magnus loses the first game, which is 3 over 9, and wins the second game, so 2 over 9. So 3 over 9 times 2 over 9 equals 28 over 81. Magnus and Gary now play a third game of chess. Work out the probability that after 3 games, Magnus and Gary have the same number of points. Now we have 2 cases. The first one, all matches drawn, so 4 over 9 times 4 over 9 times 4 over 9. Or Magnus wins 1 game and Gary wins 1 game and drawn in the third game. So we can write that like Magnus wins 1 game, so 2 over 9. Gary wins 1 game, so 3 over 9. Drawn in the third game, so 4 over 9. Because the order does matter, so we can arrange them by 6 ways. So you have to multiply by 6. Then add all. You get 208 over 729. Number 16. There are 32 students in a class. In one term, these 32 students each took a test in math M, in English E, and in French F. 25 students passed the test in math, 20 students passed the test in English, 14 students passed the test in French, 18 students passed the test in math and English, 11 students passed the test in math and French, 4 students failed all the 3 tests, X students passed all 3 tests. The incomplete Venn diagram gives some information about the results of the 32 students. Use all the given information about the result of students who passed the test in math to find the value of X. So we have the total 32. So 32. And now we have X student passed all. So we have X at the middle. We have 4 students failed all the 3 tests. So we have 4 outside. Now we have 11 students passed the test in math and French. Math and French. So this region is 11. So if this region X, so this 11 minus X. So 11 minus X. Now 18 students passed in math and English. Math and English. We have 18. So if this X, this 18 minus X. Now we can find X because for the region M, we have all the numbers in all regions, 18 minus x, 11 minus x, and 3. And we know that the sum of the student in math, 25. So equate this by 25 to get x. Now add the number first. 3 plus 11, 14. 14 plus 18, 32. Negative, so 32. Now negative x and x cancel, so we have negative x, so 32 minus x equals 25. So x equal 32 minus 25, so 7. So x equals 7. Now for this region, we can, because we have x equal 7, we can write the number. So we have 7 at the middle. 11 minus 7, so 4. So in this region we have 4. 18 minus 7, so 11. In this region we have 11. Now for F, for French we have 14 in all. So 4 plus 7, 11. 11 plus 2, 13. 13 from 14 we have 1, so this one. Now for B, use your value of x to complete the Venn diagram to show the number of students in each subset. We can copy from the previous one. So we have 3, 11, 7, 4, 1, and 4 outside. A student who passed the test in math is chosen at random. Find the probability that this student failed the test in French. So this for math, we have 25 in all. The student failed in the French, we have 3 and 11. So this region contains 3 plus 11. So 14 out of 25. So 14 out of 25. Number 17a, factorize 6y squared minus y minus 5. You can use your calculator to factorize this trinomial. Move 5 3 and enter a and b and c, which is 6, negative 1, negative 5. You get two values for y. The first one, y, negative 5 over 6. And the second one, y equals 1. Now you can do factorization. Multiply 6 by y, then transpose negative 5 to the other side by positive. So you have 6y plus 5. This is the first bracket. And transpose y to the other side by negative. So y minus 1. So this is the two bracket. Now you solve using your calculator. B, make f is the subject of w to f plus 3 over 8 minus f. Cross multiply, so it's w over 1. So w into 8 minus f equals 2f plus 3. Expand w times 8, 8w. W times f, wf equals 2f plus 3. Put f in one side, so you can transpose wf to the other side by positive. So 2f plus wf, and 3 go to the other side by negative. So 8w minus 3. Now you can take f common, so you are left with 2 plus w equals 8w minus 3. Now divide by 2 plus w, so f equals 8w minus 3 over 2 plus w. C, express 4x squared minus 8x plus 7 in the form a into x plus b all squared plus c. So first, any number in front of x squared, take it common. So 4 common. You are left with x squared minus 2x plus 7. Now use completing square to write this in vertex form. So this can be written as a bracket square. So x minus 1 squared minus 1 squared and plus 7 times 4. Now expand 4 times x minus 1 squared, and 4 times negative 1 squared, so negative 4 plus 7, so equals 4 into x minus 1 all squared plus 3. Number 18, 0.4 x dot is a recurring decimal. X is a whole number such that x more than or equal 1 less than or equal 9. Find in terms of x the recurring decimal 0.4 x dot as a fraction. Give your fraction in simplest form. So we can consider the recurring decimal is y, so y equals 0.4 x, and so on. We have one digit repeated, so multiply by 10, so 10y equals 4.x, and so on. Now subtract 10y minus 1y equals 9y, and when you subtract all this decimal will cancel, so 4.x minus 0.4 equals 4 point, and this digit will be x minus 4. Or we can write as a fraction equals 4 and x minus 4 over 10 equals 9y. You can write this mixed number as a fraction. So 4 times 10 is 40 plus x minus 4. So 40 minus 4 negative 36. So x plus 36 over 10 equals 9y. So divide by 9, divide by 9. So y equals x plus 36 over 90. Number 19. A, B, C, E, D is a 5-sided shape. A, B, C, D is a rectangle. C, E, D is a equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle. A, B equal X. B, C equal Y. The perimeter of A, B, C, E, D is 100. The area of A, B, C, E, D is R. Show that R equal X over 4 into 200 minus bracket 6 minus root 3 into X. Now we need to find the area in terms of x. So we need to find y in terms of x. We can do that from the perimeter. The perimeter is 100. Because this equilateral triangle, so this side x and x and x. And because this rectangle, so y and y. So the perimeter is 100. This means 2y and plus 3x. So 2y plus 3x equals 100. So 2y equals 100 minus 3x. So y equals 100 minus 3x over 2. This y in terms of x. Now we need the area. R equals area of rectangle plus area of equilateral triangle. Area of rectangle, x times y. Length by width. Area of equilateral triangle, we have formula for the equilateral triangle. Half times side, which is x, times side, which is x, sine 60. So x, y, we have y in terms of x, which is 100 minus 3x over 2 plus half x squared sine 60 root 3 over 2. So we can simplify more. So we can write x over 2 into 100 minus 3x plus 1 over 4 root 3 x squared. Now because I need to convert this one to that one, so we need to take x over 4 common. So take x over 4 common. X over 4 common. You are left with, when we divide x over 2, divide x by 4, x over 4, x cancelled with x, 1 over 2 to divide 1 over 4 equals 2, 2 times that, 2 times 100 equals 200. 2 times negative 3x is negative 6x. Now, if you take 1 over 4 x common, you are left with root 3 and x. Now we can take x common from these two terms. So you can write x over 4 into 200. And we can take negative x common. So negative bracket 6 minus root 3 into x. So we get the same one. Or you can expand this one to get the same like that one. Then you prove that they are equal. Now BI, find the value of x for which R has its maximum value. Give your answer in the form b over q minus root 3. We have R. To find the maximum value, we need to find the derivative of R, then equate by 0. But before to find the derivative, we need to expand this bracket. Now consider that x over 4 is the same like 1 over 4x. 1 over 4x. So when we multiply, when we expand, this means multiply the number together. 1 over 4 times 200, you get 50. And you have x, so 50x. 1 over 4 times this bracket, so minus. 1 over 4 times this bracket, so 1 over 4 times 6 minus square root 3. And x times x equal x squared. Now you can find the derivative, dr over dx. The derivative for 50x is 50. The derivative for x squared is 2x. And this constant the same, 1 over 4, 6 minus square root 3 into 2x. Now equate by 0. We can simplify more. We have 2 and 4. 2 and 4. So you can simplify 2 divided 2 equal 1, 4 divided 2 equal 2. And we can transpose this to the other side by positive. So you are left with 50 equals 1 over 2 into 6 minus square root 3 into x. Now to find x, first to eliminate this fraction, multiply both sides by 2. 50 times 2 is 100. And 1 over 2 times 2 cancelled. So you are left with 6 minus square root 3 into x. Now x equal 100 divided by 6 minus square root of 3. For double I, explain why the maximum value of R is given by this value of x. He means why this value maximum, not minimum. You can solve by two ways. You can say that the coefficient of x squared negative, the coefficient of x squared, we have a quadratic function. The coefficient of x squared negative. So this means the curve downward, so we have maximum value. So you can say that the coefficient of x squared negative. So it's a maximum point. Or you can find the second derivative and substitute by 100 over 6 minus square root 3, you get negative value. Number 20, the straight line L passes through the point A, negative 6, 2, and the point B, 5, 3. The straight line M is perpendicular to L and passes through the midpoint of A and B. The line M intersects the line x equal negative 1 at the point C. Calculate the area of triangle ABC. If we draw a sketch for this question, we have line L passes through the point A and B, and M is the midpoint between them, this M, and we have line M perpendicular to AB and pass through the point M. The line M intersects the line x equal -1. So we have line x equal -1. For example, this is our line x equal -1. Intersect the line M at the point C. We need to find the area for triangle ABC. So we need to find the area for this triangle. To find the area, we need base and height. Because we have the point A and point B, then we can find the base. We need to find the height. We need to find point M and point C. To find point M is the midpoint between A and B. So we can find point M. To find point C, we need the equation of the line M, and we can put x equal -1 to find y coordinates for C. So first we need to find the point M. Point M equals x plus x, so -6 plus 5 over 2, y plus y, so 2 plus 3 over 2, equals -1 over 2 and 5 over 2, this point M. To find the equation of the line M, we need to find the gradient of AB, y minus y, so 3 minus 2, over x minus x, so 5 minus -6, equals 1 over 11. So the gradient of the perpendicular, -11. So the equation of the perpendicular, which is line M, is -11x plus C. Now substitute by the point -1 over 2 and 5 over 2 to find C. So 5 over 2 equals -11 into -1 over 2 plus C. So 5 over 2 equals 11 over 2 plus C. Now subtract 5 minus 11, so -6 over 2, so C equal -3. So the equation of the line M, y equal -11x minus 3. Now to find the point C is -1. We need to find the y coordinates for the point C. So put x equal -1. So y equals -11 into -1 minus 3. So 11 minus 3, so 8. Y equals 8. So the point C is -1 and 8. Now to find the area of triangle, we need to find the base and the height. So to find the base, which is AB, equals square root. We have A and B. So -6 minus 5 all squared plus 2 minus 3 all squared equals square root 122. To find the height, which is CM, square root, we have C and M, this M and this C. So -1 over 2 minus -1, so plus 1 squared plus 5 over 2 minus 8 all squared equals square root 61 over 2. So now the area equals half times base, which is square root 122, times the height, which is square root 61 over 2, equals 30.5 to 1 decimal place.